Good morning, everyone. Thank you, Rifi. I'll start with my presentation, and I've been working with Rifi and Adili as well on how to
Devika,
take
you're not
this
sharing
forward.
your screen, are you?
Yes, I'm going to share it right now.
Yes, yes.
Okay, I've shared my screen. Please let me know once you can see it.
Uh, yes, Devika, can see your
Okay,
desktop.
great. So I've taken the point of view from my company, my organization. We work in the fintech department, and we raise most of our issues in Nutra. So my thought process was from that angle, and
Hmm.
but the concept is very similar to what Rifi has gone through earlier. So I'll
Hmm.
rush through those slides. So the information is scattered, the cycle time is slow, inconsistent quality of the document, and traceability is very low when it comes to issues when we are taking it from multiple sources. So the current workflow, how we do it is we collect the information which are manually read, and then we speak to the Spox, then draft it, then multiple rounds of reviews goes on, and then publish it. Takes about 9 to 15 working days for the typical release notes release. One of the things, especially after the session, was that to make sure that it is not AI which is controlling us, rather we are directing and AI assists us in the project. So thinking on that, the command skills, agents, and integrations were thought of. Unfortunately, like Ricky mentioned, MCP integrations are not being considered this time because I could not work on them and there are restrictions since it's a fintech company. The thought process is to extract the information from UTrack, and the AI will extract, place it in a space, and then start working on it. Once the drafts are created, then AI itself will do the review. Once this is done, is when the human in the loop comes in. The human reviews it, approves it, and then publishes it into the respective sites. There are two different ways of releasing ways of release notes that I wanted to do. One was the detailed release note, which has internal information as well, exactly what the issues are, what the product is, and so on. The other one is more like an executive summary taken in, which will be published to the general public, probably in a website or in our release note site, which will not have the technical details. Right now, because I've not been able to extract or connect with UTrack, I have created a sample, two different scenarios, two different releases as two different samples to create the to show you how the thought process works. Um, so each of those scenarios have three samples, and these are put in Git itself so that it can extract the information from Git. Ideally, it should be extracted from UTrack. That process will be the next stage where I'll be working on. So one is the feature release, and one will be a mixed release scenario, which we have taken. And one does purposely have put in information that are not complete. One has the complete information, and how those two processes go forward is what I've taken it. So then I'll just skip through these and go to one of the videos that was created. You'll see how I'll just take you through. In this walkthrough, you'll see how release. Are you able to see the video clearly, or should I make it bigger? Human approval actually formed. Hello?
It is visible, Devika.
Okay, can you see the video itself, or do I need to make it bigger?
No, to me it's
It's
visible well.
it is visible. Yeah, it's visible. Go ahead.
Okay.
Visible.
So
Yeah.
basically, as you can see, the kickoff happens, the draft is generated, the review happens. There is also an executive summary that I mentioned, which will be created, and then the human approval before we publish it. I've put in the steps so that everybody can see how things happen. And this is the basic workflow which I was working through for both the scenarios. And happy to say that this was also created by AI using a different set of skills which I created to create an HTML file that would convert the text into HTML/video. The kickoff, again, this for scenario 2, the kickoff happens, the draft is generated, the AI flags the gap which is available. The human follows in to fill in the gap for the information. Then the review happens, and then the review happens by AI, and then the human finally reviews the final content and then publishes it. This is the idea for both the scenarios. This is how it should ideally follow. So this is the actual demo for generate how it is. There is voiceover for these. So if anyone is interested, you can take it forward. Through. As you can see, I am not writing anything else. I'm just saying create the release note. And then Claude starts doing its thing. It extracts the information from the track folder that I've created, and it asks me questions on the product and the feature that I want to release. So I have given the information of the product and which feature release I want to work on, because multiple releases can happen at the same time. So I've given those instructions, and it will as you can see, I'm just writing the instruction on which release it should work on, and who is the targeted audience. And it will create the information based on those inputs. So you can see, and it's asking me finally, should I create the release notes? I say, go ahead. And that's about it. So there are suggestions which AI offers. There are improvement suggestions. If I want to go with improvements, I can go with it. If not, I can just reject it. And this is the category where improvements are suggested in terms of language rather, and not the content itself. So going forward, we are going for the where are we? Yes. Yeah. So then once it's generated, I directly pushed it to Git to stay. And then I I'm sorry, missed the part where I started working on, yes. This is the release 5.5. I started working on release 5.5. So it Claude picks up only the information which is for release 5.5 for the same product. And it will again ask, give me recommendations on changes because there are issues. Yeah, you can go through this, then so as you can see, there are some information which Claude gives as to what is pending, what is not there, and all this information will be stored back to the repository. So it's okay. As you can see, both the release scenarios are available over here along with the workflow execution report. Workflow execution is nothing but what exactly happened during that particular information and what is the files that are generated during them. And as you can see, there are three different outputs I've given. One is pass with the recommendation, and fail. So it would give you the recommendations that it has said, the workflow, and finally it will also give you the file summary on where things are. This is the executive summary. And if you go to the individual release folder, you can see that all the information is available over there. It will give you the first generated release note, the review results, and then based on the human intervention, what is the improved release note which is available, the executive summary, which is the information that you can give to the general public. This would be for the internal team. This would be for the external public. And this was a mistake, which was not for the latest command and agent. It was released based on the one which I created last week. So please ignore that one. Yeah. Yes. So again, the same files are generated for the scenario 2 as well. Going back to the release note. So the result is that the final approval is always done by a human. There was no fabrication done in the content. The reasonings are given and the trail is completely auditable. As you can see, the proof of concept is there. So now this is where I am at, which is the release of proof of concept. Later on, we will move on to MCP integrations, and applying the same idea, we can extend it to other forms of documentation as well and not limit ourselves to just the release notes. So that's about it. Thank you.